Okay, so field trips. I accompanied one of the classes on a field trip to the math museum, and it was a little bit interesting. Um, First of all, no school buses, only public transportation. That's the norm here. Um, and no parent chaperones or helpers, only school teachers. The class teachers plus additional teachers for um, according to the size of the group. And even though the school doesn't allow the use of cell phones while they're in class. When school starts, they need to put their cell phones into little locker boxes, which are then taken to the uh, offices and held until the end of the day, unless they need them in case of an emergency, right? And I was surprised that they were also not allowed to have their cell phones during the field trip. Now, I can understand not being able to use their cell phones, but they were actually left at the school. And the reason why I find this so surprising is like, what happens if something happens or if they are separated from the group? Like that almost happened in a previous year with at the school, where they went to Stitches, and after they had done the head count to go back, some of them decided to get something from the gift shop, and they the teachers didn't notice until they were on the train, and one of them was able to get off uh, to go find them before the train left. So they had to catch a different train with the teacher later. If they hadn't noticed, this would have been a serious problem, right? Because they wouldn't have had their cell phones. And yes, one common comment is like, well, we didn't have cell phones when we were kids, or you didn't have cell phones when you were kids, or whatever. And nothing seriously bad happened. And yeah, but yeah, I didn't have a cell phone when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, I also knew a ton of phone numbers. So if something happened, I could contact people. Nowadays, if you don't have your cell phone number, most people don't even know their own number. So not so easy to do something if this happens. Like some accounts, like an Apple account, might let them log on to their account to find their contacts. But again, if you have two-factor authentication set up, you can't do the second factor authentication that is sent to your phone. So yeah, I think for safety reasons they really should be allowed to have their phones, even if they are kept off uh, unless there's an emergency. Anyways, back to the field trip. As I mentioned elsewhere, it was scheduled for a day when they had academics, since they are not allowed to schedule them for days when they have to take their instruments to school. The kids were well behaved. They did activities uh, in the museum, since it's a hands on museum, and then afterwards they were given some group activities, like a treasure hunt kind of thing, where they had clues, and upon solving a clue, they would go back, get a new one, etc. Uh, it was a good experience, and I did enjoy it. I did find it curious, as I said about the cell phones. I also saw the permission slips, which asks for their DNA, their identity number, which just feels weird since in Canada you wouldn't even have anything to identify you as a minor unless you got a driver's license, and even then, uh, yeah, it wouldn't be on your permission slip. But it does make things more official, and apparently, kids get their DNAs when they're 14 years old. A little bit Orwellian, but as long as the government doesn't abuse it, uh, all good.